Alright, this is the unboxing of the Onetigris. I don't know why on the website or on Amazon they call it a laser cut vest. We all know when we see these slits right here, it is a laser cut vest. Don't know why they spell it laser, and everyone else who goes on to unbox it or review it on YouTube also spells it larzer. Kind of weird. I just thought it was some kind of Asian mispronunciation or spelling or something. But I'm going to call it laser cut vest. So let's open this. I actually did not even intend to wear this. I just wanted to compare it to my JPC replica. Alright, got the knife. Now let's check it out. Now another reason why I think I wanted to check this out, because you know, the other one they had available, I forget what it's called, but they seem to have those Swift buckles. You know, they're the Fastex buckles that are over here. And you can, you know, attach a custom, say, ammo panel, all right? So you can take that off, swap it in with, say, 5.56, or maybe you're running some 9mm MP5 mags or whatever. So yeah, I feel this size compares to the JPC much more closely than, say, their other plate carrier. And as a comparison, this is my JPC replica. Now this is a super cheap one. You can see the threads are all coming off and everything. But it does work. I don't recommend going to war with it. I don't recommend, you know, using it for when your life is actually on the line, right? Of course, for airsoft, it's totally fine, and it's also pretty cheap. I think I paid about $40 or so for this, right? I forget what the brand is called. It might be High or something, some Asian sounding brand. You can see it definitely is a JPC replica because you see these holes right here, right? You see this? Right. I also had one issue with the previous one that I had to replace where some stitching came undone here. So you can see this stitching is not the strongest. But again, if you're playing airsoft, maybe just only a few times a year, you're not putting this through any kind of rugged use, then should be perfectly fine. This Onetigris laser cut vest, on the other hand, right, costs about maybe 3 times this price. So this is about 100 or so. And you can see the size difference. Let's zoom out here. The size difference is pretty close, right? It's pretty close. In fact, I would say that this is even almost like a replica of the JPC minus the holes in the shoulder pad. And let's admit, the holes in the shoulder pad is not the biggest deal ever. It probably provides some additional ventilation. But let's look at it. Let's look at it. So this, first of all, laser cut everything, right? Which I think some people find it easier to route the molly webbing. It probably is, right? Because it's a much more simple setup. Whereas with this, you would have to, there's less space between each webbing. I feel like because there is more space between each webbing, does make it a little easier to loop that molly through. So this comes with the Kangaroo Pouch, which you can do different things with the Kangaroo Pouch. You can insert a Kydex insert and have your index your magazines that way. This has an internal separator as well for your magazines, and then you can put your magazines, hold it up with these bungee cords. I was never a fan of these bungee cords, and I never will be. I think it's just too tricky to get your magazine, because then you've got to put this to the side, grab it, and if you want to re-index it, then this is kind of in the way, right? So I really hate these. So I usually just take them off and replace them with, right now I run double, triple M4 mag pouches. Very classic, but also got them in multicam, so it definitely matches everything, which I think is great. So another feature you'll see on here, which I'm hoping is on the Onetigris, is the built-in admin pouch right behind the Velcro strip. Let's see if there is one available. And there is. So seems to be some elastic inside as well, right? It looks like, I thought I ripped it for a second, but no, this is just how it is, right? So it looks like you can put some pens or whatever accessories, maybe some chem lights. Let's check out the front panel here. Lift this up. Now it gives you access to your cummerbund. Let's check out the cummerbund. Okay. Feels like your standard cummerbund, right? It does feel like there's something that's stiff underneath of this cummerbund, as it should be. Let's compare that to the, let's call it the cheap JPC replica. This also has that stiff material in the moly webbing of the cummerbund. So comparing both of them, I'm gonna say they feel similar. The Onetigris has a loop Velcro on the inside of it. The cheap JPC replica does not. This also comes with these straps here. You can probably get it to strap. I actually don't know how that will work out because there's not matching ones here. Kind of weird. Maybe it's an aftermarket kind of situation. Right? What about the inside here? Let's check out the inside. We've got, first of all, looks like they included some foam plates with this plate carrier. Because yep, they did. So, as they did the replica JPC, right? Let's check out the inside. So this, you can already guess, is gonna make it just a little bit breathable. I don't know what this is going on here. Okay, I guess that should be like this, right? And this is all nylon. Also, do not know what weight nylon it is. It might say here, it might not. Nope. But on the JPC replica, you are seeing much more ventilation fabric, if we want to call it that, right? Check out the rear. You got your laser cut moly webbing. The correct amount, I think, to have on a plate carrier is 6 rows, right? Rows is up and down, or left to right. Column is up and down. Column, right? 6 columns of moly webbing is the right amount, fitting 3 magazines perfectly. If it has 8 columns, I already know that plate carrier is probably going to be not as low profile as, say, a JPC or whatever. So that's my rule usually. If I always get plate carriers that have 6 columns. On the rear, you also have 6 columns, right? And it goes down from the top all the way to the bottom. This is your standard JPC style, you know, routes in the back. I personally prefer the cummerbunds that go underneath the plate carrier, where it has a pocket and you can just slip it in and not have to worry about any kind of conflict with that attachments that you would have on the outside and on the back of that plate carrier. Let's get into the shoulder pads here, right? The included shoulder pads for the Kangaroo replica is not padded. This is just a super thin whatever. The only way you would take it off is to undo the inside, and then you could take it off. Let's check out these pads right here. These pads do feel like there's some cushion. Also, the way you could take it off is simply undo the Velcro, which is nice, right? Let's say you wanted to tighten this up. I usually like mine pretty tight because you don't want to be the guy who's having a plate carrier hanging off of you and just too low, right? You definitely don't want that. So this is way too loose. And I might try this to see how it works out, but so far I'm definitely liking the shoulder pads more on the Onetigris laser cut plate carrier. Yeah, that seems better. I'm also going to try this on, but so far, because of the look, because it's not a real plate carrier, I personally would not use this, but if you're just an airsofter who's looking to you know, get a nice low profile quality, and I think this is quality, by the way, plate carrier, low profile, you get the laser cut molly webbing, you've got nice padding on the shoulders, right? You've got a cummerbund that's going to be just like the JPC. We're going to provide you that ventilation, especially on summer days. I would probably recommend this. If you are looking for JPC style replica, there are many on the market with different price ranges. Just look on Amazon. It's kind of hard to miss. But I would prefer to have the appearance of a JPC than to have a plate carrier that's not really known for anything, or just invention of Onetigris, right? And of course, I put the mini map. This is I assume they stole this from GMR, right? This is by, I think it's by, let's see. I believe it's by Ido Gear, right? I'm willing to bet they stole it from GMR. And because it's pretty much the exact replica of GMR's mini map, right? You don't have to get a super long Eagle assault pack, modular assault pack map, and then chop it down or customize it and do all kinds of weird things to it. I did release a video a while back in my Spears Milsim days where I folded the Eagle modular assault pack underneath to make it smaller. That is an option, but super cheap. I think it was like $40. Things have come a long way in airsoft where you don't have to do all kinds of weird things to your packs anymore, or buy the GMR pack mini map. You can just get the Ido Gear version, and it's all you need, really. Of course, I got the hydration through here. Got a infrared call sign patch and infrared call sign flag in the front. So this is the way I run my plate carrier. And of course, I think I will be looking into a higher quality JPC replica in the future. But I was just curious about the Onetigris as well.